Good one in store between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Roquan Smith coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Check right. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Shot, 17.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The slot man in motion right. Second down, here's Barkley again. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 4th down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up enough big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down and goal. Jones, touchdown! Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Out to his left. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking there for punts, but intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Gray. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. It's hauled in. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2nd and 11. That pass is caught by Hardy. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring out the third down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team is.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
54 yards.
and the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They go play action here on 1st down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They're up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Got his man. It's London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
Pass caught. It's Galladay on the out route.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was